Have you ever wondered what it takes to shine brighter with every passing year, especially as an older woman between 65 and 80? Picture this, staying strong, sharp, and deeply connected, all while radiating joy and purpose every single day. In this video, we're unveiling the 8 incredible habits that make you a rare gem if you're still doing them at this stage of life. Stick with us until the end. You'll not only discover how these practices keep you thriving, but also why embracing them now could unlock your most vibrant, fulfilling years yet. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. 1. Prioritizing physical health. You've made a bold choice. Age is just a number, not a limit on what your body can do. You're not content to sit back and let time take its toll. Instead, you're out there, moving with purpose and vitality. Maybe it's the rhythmic stride of a brisk walk through your neighborhood, feeling the fresh air fill your lungs, or the gentle resistance of water as you glide through a swim. Perhaps you're swaying to music in a dance class, letting the beat guide your steps, or finding peace in the deliberate stretches of a yoga session, each pose a testament to your strength and flexibility. These aren't just exercises, they're declarations of your refusal to slow down. Your muscles stay toned, your balance remains steady, and your energy levels defy expectations because you've made staying active a non-negotiable part of your life. But it's not just about movement. You're intentional about what you put into your body. Your plate is a canvas of vibrant colors. Think juicy red strawberries, crisp green spinach, sunny orange carrots, and plump blueberries, paired with hearty vegetables like roasted sweet potatoes or steamed broccoli. Lean proteins like grilled chicken, tender fish, or creamy legumes keep you strong, while whole grains like quinoa or brown rice fuel your days with sustained energy. Processed junk? That's not even on your radar. Why settle for empty calories when you can nourish yourself with real, wholesome food? This dedication pays off in ways that matter. You tackle daily tasks with the confidence of someone half your age, whipping up a homemade meal in the kitchen, scrubbing the floors until they shine, or hauling groceries up the stairs without a second thought. Self-sufficiency isn't just a goal. It's your reality. You're proving that independence doesn't fade with the years. It thrives when you take charge of your physical health. Every step, every bite, every choice is a brick in the foundation of a life lived on your terms. 2. Keeping your mind razor sharp. Your mind is a vibrant, bustling playground, and you're the kid who never stops exploring. You don't just sit idly by, letting your thoughts gather dust. You're always swinging from one intellectual adventure to the next. Maybe you're curled up in a thick novel, losing yourself in intricate plots and vivid characters, or hunched over a Sudoku puzzle, relishing the thrill of cracking its logic. Perhaps you've decided to tackle a new language, rolling French R's off your tongue or piecing together Spanish sentences with pride. Or you're deep into an online course, soaking up knowledge on history, science, or art like a sponge. Learning isn't a chore. It's your fuel. Challenges don't intimidate you. They excite you. A tricky problem at work, a DIY project gone awry, or a philosophical debate with a friend. You dive in headfirst, armed with creativity and a stubborn streak of determination. To you, these aren't obstacles. They're brain teasers begging for a solution, and you've got the grit to figure them out. Your curiosity is insatiable. New cultures fascinate you, whether it's the traditions of a far-off country or the quirks of a nearby town. Fresh ideas spark your imagination, and novel experiences, like tasting an exotic dish or attending a lecture on quantum physics, keep your mind humming with electricity. You're not afraid to ask why or how, because you know that's where the good stuff lives. This relentless pursuit of growth keeps your spirit youthful, your perspective sharp, and your conversations lively. Who decided learning has an expiration date? Certainly not you. While others might settle into a routine, you're out there chasing the next big aha moment, proving that a razor-sharp mind isn't bound by time, it's forged by passion and play. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. 3. Nurturing social connections. You're not just a participant in your social world. You're its heartbeat, its life force, the steady rhythm that keeps everyone in sync. Relationships aren't a sideline for you. They're the main event, and you approach them with a rare blend of devotion and delight. Family, friends, your wider community. They're all part of the intricate web you tend to with care, pouring love and energy into every thread. You're the one who remembers birthdays with a handwritten card, who plans the annual barbecue where cousins reconnect over smoky ribs, who listens patiently when a friend needs to vent after a rough day. These bonds you build aren't fleeting. They're deep, resilient, and woven with meaning. Your social calendar is a kaleidoscope of connections. You're the enthusiastic soul diving into social clubs with gusto. Imagine a bustling book club where you debate plot twists over steaming lattes, a hiking group where you swap stories while conquering a misty ridge, or a trivia night where your team's obscure knowledge earns cheers and free nachos. Volunteer work lights you up just as much. You're the familiar face dishing out hearty soup at the local shelter, wielding a shovel to plant saplings in a community park, or patiently teaching a gaggle of kids how to kick a soccer ball straight. It's not about filling time. It's about sharing yourself fully. Your booming laugh, your knack for storytelling, your quiet reliability, they ripple out, touching everyone around you. But it's the giving that truly defines you. There's a spark of purpose that ignites when you mentor someone younger. Perhaps a shy teenager navigating their first job, soaking up your advice over milkshakes, or when you drop everything to help a neighbor wrestle with a stubborn lawnmower. You're the master of the small, meaningful gesture, a batch of cookies for a grieving friend, a ride to the doctor for an elderly acquaintance, a quick text to say, "You've got this." These acts aren't grandstanding. They're you, stitching yourself into the fabric of life with every kind word and a steady hand. Isolation? It's your sworn enemy, and you fight it with a vigilance that's second nature. You notice the empty seat at the table, the friend who's gone quiet, the newcomer hovering on the edges, and you act. A phone call, an invite, a warm smile. You keep the circle intact, thriving, alive. For you, connection isn't just a gift. It's a calling, a joy that fuels your days and leaves a legacy of love in your wake. 4. Mastering financial security. Money doesn't loom over you like a storm cloud. It's a river you've learned to navigate with skill and confidence, channeling it to serve your life's flow. You've transformed budgeting into a craft, a finely tuned symphony where every note plays its part. You live comfortably, savoring the pleasures of today. A quiet dinner at your favorite bistro, a weekend escape to a cabin by the lake, a new book or gadget that catches your eye, while never losing sight of tomorrow. Your savings account isn't an afterthought. It's a fortress you've built brick by brick, a testament to your discipline and foresight. Every paycheck is a puzzle you solve with precision. Bills paid, needs met, and a chunk set aside to grow, quietly but steadily, for the future you envision. Retirement? You didn't just stumble into it. You architected it like a seasoned pro, laying the groundwork years in advance. Your financial playbook is a thing of beauty. Smart investments ticking upward, a mix of stocks humming along, a rental property with tenants who pay on time, or a retirement fund fattened by consistent contributions. Your nest egg isn't some vague hope. It's a tangible, robust safety net, plump enough to catch you and spring you forward into whatever comes next. It's the key to life's extras, a bucket list trip to Tuscany, a woodworking workshop to finally build that table, or simply the freedom to linger over morning coffee without a clock ticking in your head. Financial independence isn't just a goal for you. It's a badge of honor, polished by years of savvy choices and worn with quiet pride. You've banished the chaos others wrestle with. No late-night panic over unpaid bills, no credit card debt creeping up like ivy, no dread of the unexpected car repair. You've got a system, envelopes or spreadsheets, automatic transfers or mental tallies. Whatever it is, it works like a well-oiled machine. That cushion you've built? It's your peace of mind, letting you sleep soundly when the furnace groans or the roof needs a patch. This isn't about obsession with wealth. It's about mastery, about turning money into a partner rather than a tyrant. While others flounder in the paycheck-to-paycheck grind or blow their windfalls on fleeting thrills, you stand apart, grounded in rare wisdom. That stability empowers you to chase what matters. A passion project like starting a small garden business, a donation to a cause that stirs your heart, or just the luxury of saying yes to a spontaneous adventure. Money doesn't own you. You command it, and in that control lies a triumph as satisfying as it is liberating. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. 5. Cultivating emotional well-being. You possess an almost uncanny ability to unearth joy in the smallest, most unassuming fragments of existence. A rare and beautiful skill that feels like a quiet superpower. Picture a hushed sunrise spilling over the horizon, its gentle tendrils of golden light threading through the cool morning air, or the fleeting moment when a stranger offers a kind word that lands like a soft pebble in the still waters of your day. Perhaps it's the sight of a single flower, its petals unfurling in slow defiance of time, revealing delicate veins of color against a backdrop of green. These aren't just passing details to you. They're invitations to pause, to breathe, to let a subtle warmth seep into your bones. You have this remarkable knack for gathering these threads of light and weaving them into a tapestry of upliftment, transforming the mundane into something that sustains you in ways others might never notice. When life decides to test you, and it does, with those jagged, unpredictable curveballs that seem to come out of nowhere, you don't merely endure, you rise. Imagine the weight of a sudden storm, the kind that bends trees and scatters plans, yet you stand like an oak with deep roots, swaying but unbroken. There's a resilience in you that's as awe-inspiring as it is understated. Every challenge, every moment of doubt or disruption, becomes a forge where you temper yourself, hammering out strength from struggle, clarity from chaos. You don't just bounce back. You return with a sharper edge, a deeper well of wisdom, and a readiness that feels almost instinctual. It's not a naive cheerfulness or a refusal to see the dark. It's a deliberate, hard-won buoyancy, a choice to find solid ground even when the earth trembles beneath you. And then there's that sense of purpose pulsing through your days, a vibrant undercurrent that lights you from within. It might be the way you lose yourself in a hobby. Say, the rhythmic scratch of a pencil sketching lines that tell a story, or the hum of a sewing machine stitching together pieces of fabric and possibility. Or perhaps it's a cause that stirs your heart, a quiet crusade to make some corner of the world a little brighter, a little fairer. Maybe it's a loved one, the sound of their laughter, the weight of their presence, that anchors you and keeps you steady. Whatever it is, this purpose isn't a fleeting spark. It's a roaring hearth, a source of heat and glow that you tend to with care. It fuels you, not in loud bursts but in a constant, radiant hum that carries you forward. You don't just drift through life. You flourish, rooted in something real and lasting, and that's a brilliance worth celebrating. 6. Deepening spiritual growth. Your soul shines with a luminescence that could rival the sun's first rays breaking over a frost-kissed dawn, a vivid, living brightness that seems to spill from you as naturally as your smile. You have this extraordinary way of turning your attention toward the blessings that stitch life together, seeing them not as random happenstances but as threads in a grand, unfolding design. Think of the enveloping warmth of a hug that lingers just a heartbeat longer than expected, wrapping you in a cocoon of connection. Or the sprawling majesty of nature, the whisper of wind through a canopy of leaves, the endless stretch of a night sky pierced by stars, each a tiny beacon in the vast dark. These moments don't just catch your eye. They settle into your spirit, filling you with a gratitude that's as deep as it is deliberate. It's a practice, a quiet ritual of recognition that keeps you tethered to the present and open to wonder. When setbacks arrive, and they do, like uninvited guests crashing through the door of your carefully tended peace, they don't dim your inner light. Picture a sudden rain that muddies the path ahead, or a loss that presses heavy against your chest. Where others might falter, you see something else. Lessons carved into the raw material of hardship, chances to refine yourself in the crucible of experience. You don't shy away from the ache. You sit with it, sift through it, and then, remarkably, shape it into something that fortifies you. It's a resilience that doesn't shout or strut. It's a quiet steel woven into the fabric of who you are, a toughness that grows with every trial, leaving you not just intact but enriched. Your light doesn't flicker, it deepens, glowing brighter against the contrast of life's shadows. Living with purpose, for you, isn't some hollow slogan pinned to a vision board or a fleeting New Year's resolution. It's the very compass that guides your every step, magnetic and true. Maybe it's the way you pour yourself into a creative pursuit, fingers stained with paint as you coax a vision onto canvas, or the cadence of words spilling from your pen to capture a truth only you could tell. Perhaps it's the way you extend yourself to others, offering a listening ear, a helping hand, or a kindness so genuine it lingers in the air long after you've gone. Or it might be the devotion to something greater, a belief that steadies you, a value you uphold, a person whose presence is your North Star. Whatever form it takes, This purpose is your rudder through calm seas and tempests alike, steering you toward a fulfillment that feels both earned and effortless. It's a rare alchemy, this blend of strength and tenderness, resilience and grace, a harmony that defines you in a way that's as authentic as it is inspiring. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. 7. Embracing continuous learning. Change isn't a storm cloud on your horizon. It's a vibrant sunrise you run toward with arms wide open. You're not the type to shy away from the unknown. Instead, you greet it like an old friend, brimming with excitement and ready to see what it has in store. Your adaptability is a quiet superpower, a force that propels you into new territories with a gleam in your eye and a bounce in your step. Maybe it's the thrill of figuring out how to navigate a sleek new smartphone app that leaves the younger crowd stumped. Or perhaps it's the satisfaction of threading a needle through a patchwork quilt you decided to sew on a whim. From tinkering with a coding tutorial to planting an herb garden you've never tended before, you're always reaching for something fresh to master, something new to claim as your own. Your growth mindset isn't just a fleeting phase, it's the beating heart of who you are. Every challenge, every misstep, every moment of confusion becomes a stepping stone, a chance to stretch your capabilities and flex your intellect. You don't see a wall and turn back. You see a puzzle and start looking for the pieces. Picture this, a rainy afternoon spent unraveling the secrets of a knitting pattern, your fingers fumbling at first, then finding their rhythm as the yarn transforms into something tangible, something yours. Or maybe it's the late-night glow of a laptop screen as you dive into a documentary about ancient civilizations, scribbling notes because the gears in your head are already turning with questions and ideas. Curiosity is your lifelong companion, a restless spark that refuses to dim. You're the one who wonders why the sky shifts colors at dusk, who stops to read the plaque on an old statue, who asks the waiter how the chef makes that sauce taste so divine. It's not enough to just be in the world. You want to understand it, to peel back its layers and savor its mysteries. That hunger drives you to seek out adventures big and small. A weekend workshop on pottery where you laugh at your lopsided first bowl, a spontaneous trip to a quirky museum in a neighboring town, or even a quiet hour flipping through a library book on constellations just to spot one in the night sky. Age is nothing but a number on a form. Your mind is a wildfire, alive and leaping toward the next discovery, proving that the thrill of learning doesn't fade. It deepens, grows wilder, and keeps you forever young at heart. 8. Holding onto a sense of humor. Laughter isn't just a sound you make. It's the melody that underscores your entire existence, a secret weapon you wield with effortless grace. You've got an uncanny ability to find the humor stitched into the fabric of life's oddities, turning the everyday into a stage for joy. It might be a groan-worthy dad joke you toss out at the dinner table, a cackle over a clumsy cartoon character tumbling down a hill, or a shared snort with a friend when you both realize you've worn mismatched socks to the same event. You don't just laugh at the big wins. You find the comedy in the small stumbles, the quirks, the delightful absurdities that others might miss. That's your gift. Seeing the world through a lens of levity that keeps your spirit buoyant no matter what comes your way. Life's little hiccups? You brush them off with a wink and a quip. A flat tire on the way to the store becomes a story about your impromptu roadside picnic, with a granola bar from the glove box. A recipe gone awry, say, a cake that sinks like a crater, turns into a mock cooking show where you narrate your bold experiment in modern cuisine. You don't let the petty frustrations of the day weigh you down. Instead, you sprinkle them with playfulness, transforming the mundane into moments of delight. Imagine a sunny afternoon where you decide to fly a kite for the first time in decades, giggling as it nosedives into a tree, or a quiet evening sketching cartoonish doodles of your cat's latest antics on a scrap of paper. These bursts of whimsy, whether it's collecting vintage wind-up toys, building a lopsided birdhouse, or staging an impromptu puppet show with socks for the grandkids, keep your days light and your heart open. That childlike spark you've nurtured all these years? It's pure, radiant gold. It's the twinkle that lights up your face when you tell a story, the infectious energy that draws people close, the magic that turns a room of furrowed brows into a chorus of laughter. You're the one who can coax a grin from the grumpiest cashier, the friend who knows just the right silly voice to break the tension after a long day. Your humor isn't loud or forced. It's warm, natural, a gentle reminder that life's too fleeting to be dour. With every chuckle and every playful gesture, You weave a thread of brightness into the world, proving that a joyful heart doesn't just endure, it thrives, making you an absolute treasure to everyone lucky enough to bask in your glow. Why you're a rare gem. If you're an older woman still living with this kind of untamed vitality coursing through your veins, you're not just rare. You're a phenomenon, a living legend who defies every dusty cliché about aging with a radiant, rebellious spirit. These habits, your fierce embrace of independence, your unshakable bonds with the people you love, your relentless quest for knowledge, your ability to laugh at life's wild ride, aren't just pieces of your personality. They're the pillars of a life so rich, so vibrant, that it rewrites the rules of what it means to grow older. You're not fading into some quiet corner of the world like society might expect. No, you're standing tall, a beacon of strength and joy, showing that age doesn't dim a soul like yours. It polishes it to a brilliant, multifaceted sheen. Each day, you choose to live with purpose, not just habit. You're the woman who still hikes the trail everyone said was too steep, who gathers friends for a raucous game night when others might settle for solitude, who learns a new language just to chat with a neighbor from across the sea. Stereotypes about slowing down or taking it easy bounce off you like water off a duck's back. You're too busy building, connecting, laughing, and living to buy into that nonsense. Your vitality isn't a fluke. It's a masterpiece crafted through years of intention, a testament to the power of a mind that stays curious and a heart that stays open. And oh, how you shine. That sparkle of yours, it's not just a glow. It's a supernova illuminating the lives of everyone around you. You're the proof that time doesn't steal youth. It refines it, distills it into something wiser, bolder, more breathtaking. People look at you and don't just see an older woman. They see a force, a rare and dazzling gem who lives with such authenticity that it inspires them to rethink their own paths. So keep blazing your trail, you incredible, irreplaceable soul. Your brilliance doesn't just light up the room, it sets the world aglow, a reminder that a life well lived doesn't bow to the years. It dances with them, leaving a legacy of wonder and awe in its wake. Well, there you have it. The 8 incredible habits that make older women between 65 and 80 true rare gems shine brighter with every passing year. From staying strong and sharp to laughing through life's quirks, these practices don't just keep you thriving, they light up the world around you. So, what have you learned so far? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below this video and share one thing you've picked up today that you'll bring into your own life. Let's inspire each other to keep glowing. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tips on living your most vibrant life. Thanks for watching, you amazing gems. Keep shining, and we'll see you in the next one.